Is the Darwin FPV Darwin79. In the box, you open it up, you've got your foam, you get your props, you get a Darwin card thanking you for your support. The best part, the drone. You get a bag with some zip ties, some straps, a Darwin sticker, two more thank you cards from Darwin. They're really thankful on this one, I guess. You get the paper with all the instructions on the flight stack, and you get a little bag with extra screws, extra nuts. You get the wires with the clips on the end that go into your plugs so that you can plug it all in. That's nice. And the drone looks pretty good. The arms are pretty strong. They don't really bend. I like it. The top plate will bend a little bit and it'll push down a little bit. Battery lead gives lots. There's lots of battery lead to reach if you decide to forward face your battery. 1507 2400 kV Darwin FPV motors. Looks pretty good. The camera is a Caddx camera. I'll look into that a little more as I go. Comes with the lens cover on it. That's nice. You've got your ESC, your flight controller, and your VTX in the stack. And it's all plug and play. There's no soldering by the looks of it. The motor wires are soldered onto the ESC, which is a good thing. The solder looks a little bit shoddy, but it'll do. I would do a better job myself, but I've been building for about 3 years now. You get your bumpers on the end of the frame, which is good. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. And then your arms. How thick are your arms here? Find a good spot where I can get a reading on the arms. 3mm arms by 6mm wide. The top plate is 1.7. I'm going to call it 1.5mm thick top plate. The bottom plate is the same. The motors are 22 millimeters wide, the bell. .8 millimeters tall with just the actual bell. You can go with the 9.4 with the webbing on top of the bell. The antenna is actually kind of short. It could stand to come out a little higher. I'd feel better if it was out about here, like if it was that long, but it is what it is. You add your receiver. The receiver plugs in on your flight controller. You don't need to solder anything. That's nice. There's your port to plug in to be able to program your flight controller. Looks like a True X. Pretty well designed frame by the looks of it. The arms are pretty strong. You can't really bend the arms. There is a tiny bit of flex, but yeah. First look, it looks pretty good. Darwin FPV actually did a pretty good job. You can raise or lower your camera height on the front. I like mine down just a hair so I get the full movement of the camera. Oh, and looking at the side, you can move your camera forward and backward as well, so you can get your level with your front standoffs. You've got your 2 holes to be able to pull your receiver antennas out through. Yeah. You got your capacitor there to help with any interference. Right on the ESC. They've got the motor wires zip tied down and close to the frame, so there's no loose wires hanging. Yeah, Darwin FPV did a pretty good job. For the price, they've taken the time to do it right. No complaints so far for me. There it is.